Hi YouTube! It has been a while since I popped on here and posted a video. I posted my initial video maybe 6 months ago and it received so much support from you guys. I appreciate everybody who liked and commented, shared my video. I was super nervous to post it because I had not talked about my health issues publicly before. But it was something that I really wanted to do and something that I wish somebody had done for me when I was younger at like 17, 18, 19, when I was kind of first diving into the world of endometriosis, cysts, all that type of talk. It wasn't really a common thing other than amongst women in my family. So I'm hoping that the videos that I post are helpful to other girls that are my age or younger that are going through this. So I wanted to just say thank you for all the support that I got with that. A lot has happened since I posted that initial first video. Life kind of hit me in the face right after that first video. So my husband and I got married in June, which was amazing, and we had our own little intimate ceremony, our little honeymoon, and then not even 2 weeks after that, a lot changed for us. My husband had a health scare, and then I was in the ER twice within 2 weeks with severe pelvic pain and bleeding, which is not uncommon for me, but it was to a point where I could not bear the pain. I was not able to walk. I wasn't able to go to work. The pain was just unbearable. So I went to the ER and they did a pelvic exam and an ultrasound, a bunch of tests, and found that I had a huge, not huge, but a 5 centimeter cyst on my ovary, one of my ovaries, and acute appendicitis. So I had medication to treat the appendicitis and pain medication. And the doctor at the time had said, hey, like, let's do a surgery, let's remove the cyst. The doctors kind of went back and forth as to whether that was a good idea because we are trying to start a family and trying to have a baby, so adding scar tissue into that wasn't the ideal situation. So we waited a few more weeks to see if the cyst would kind of dissipate on its own or if it was going to get bigger. Kind of the gamble with it was if the cyst got bigger and burst, it would have taken my ovary with it. So after 3.5 weeks straight of pain and bleeding, I finally saw a surgeon who I talked to and was really amazing and said, let's go through with the surgery, let's remove the cyst, and let's finally check and see if you have endometriosis and confirm a diagnosis and then go from there. So I had a surgery scheduled for August 12th, and then with COVID and everything and needing hospital beds, that was pushed back. So my surgery got rescheduled till the 30th with a whole different surgeon. I met with that surgeon one time before I even went into surgery, and when they actually did the surgery on the 30th, the cyst had already burst at that point, and God sent, it didn't take out my ovary with it. It just kind of burst, and when they went in and looked, everything looked good. There was blood flow to both ovaries, my uterus looked good, and there were no like very apparent adhesions due to endometriosis. So they didn't do like a very thorough check of like my entire abdomen, like my intestines, my bladder, all of that. They just did a quick laparoscopic surgery, and there wasn't anything apparent. So they couldn't really confirm nor deny whether I had endometriosis because it could have been within like muscular walls and tissue. So after the surgery, I was a little bit bummed, honestly, that they weren't able to confirm that I had endometriosis. And I actually was really upset with the surgeon that I had, who had suggested that I go see a psychologist or a psychiatrist to talk about my issues, and she was kind of insinuating that it was something in my head, something psychological, which is really frustrating because for about a month and a half I was dealing with pain almost every single day, and I knew, I'm like, this is not in my head. I know that this pain is real. I know that I have it. So I kind of took a break from posting on social media about my whole journey just because I felt like, okay, I don't have a diagnosis, maybe I should not be talking about what's going on. After the surgery, I've continued to have pain and bleeding, a lot of abdominal cramping. I've gone to the ER, I think twice since having surgery because of all the pain. I finally met with a doctor through Kaiser that said, or brought up the term adenomyosis, which is a term that I had kind of heard in the discussion of endometriosis, but not really something that I had explored just because I was so dead set on, you know, I have endometriosis. And the doctor was really cool and just said, you know, based on the symptoms that you have, you know, the severe pelvic pain, the bleeding, the nausea, all this stuff, it could be, and I always mess up, adenomyosis, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's kind of a sister to endometriosis, and it has to do with the muscular walls of your uterus, and it causes kind of the same symptoms as endometriosis. So right now I'm kind of exploring treatment for that and possibly looking into like muscle relaxers and pelvic therapy. We're in between insurances right now because I'm still going from Kaiser to TRICARE. So, and then we're also moving. So once we move, I'll find a new primary care and a new doctor that hopefully will specialize in infertility issues, and I can kind of explore how I want to go about getting kind of a second opinion on what happened with the surgery and just on my pain in general. So that's kind of just been what's going on with my health issues. It's been a lot in the past couple of months having to heal from the surgery itself, which I plan on doing a video to kind of talk about that whole process, the surgery, the recovery, what I did before to prepare for it, what I did after to kind of help myself heal. So I'm just getting over that healing process. I'm almost 2 months post-surgery and feeling a little bit better now. I'm able to, like, you know, move around and work out and do my normal like day-to-day stuff. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on how everything's been going, because I took a big hiatus with the past couple months just because I wanted to just be very present in going into the surgery and healing from it and kind of coming to terms with what that means for my health and for my family and what that means for us going forward. But I do want to just say that I am super grateful for all the support that I got on the first video and that I have more videos to come. I have a lot to talk about still. I'm kind of getting more confidence in talking about this stuff again, and it's hard when you're dealing with stuff and being in and out of the hospital and not feeling great and not feeling positive most days. Wanting to talk to people and trying to encourage them to stay positive is hard. So I feel like I'm in a good place again where I can talk about this and talk about my journey and share what I'm going through, because it's important, and it's important that other people know that they're not going through it by themselves, that there's people that relate to them and care about their story and want to hear how they're doing. So I'm going to end the video with that, and I'm going to hopefully post kind of my surgery journey, a little bit more about my new possible diagnosis, and go from there. So stay tuned, guys. Bye.